I'm up at midnight, I'm dipping off in my Nizikes, a gun on a metal piece. I've been Nizike, it's to my wrist. I'm lurking, serving all pussies who lack a purpose. I got them filled up with frizz, act like Mizike, get you all recite. I'm looking, lurking on.
Guys, do you remember moments in video games that made you want to throw your TV out the window? Well, Killjoys are like that. They're moments that piss you off to a breaking point, and I've experienced that quite a lot. So I made a top 10 list of my personal Killjoys. Now, if your personal Killjoy isn't on here, it's probably because I haven't played the game, or I don't think it was too bad. Anyways, let's just get this over with. Here are my top 10 personal video game Killjoys.
Let Leo fuck you cause that's a fool's honor. I'm walking toting on 2 llamas.
Well, this is a great way to start off the list. Super Smash Bros. Brawl. The game is great with its gameplay, music, characters, everything. Except for one part in Subspace Emissary. After you go deep into Subspace and get deep into it, you meet Taboo, a new villain who outright turns everyone into trophies. He guards himself by using the Great Maze. You know why this is on here? Because they have to fight shadow clones of nearly every character in the game and repeat the long Subspace Emissary again, including the bosses. It's like near the ending of Okada when you have to go through all the bosses over again. The reason why it's slow is because if you know where to go, it's not so bad. But during your first time, it can be quite a hassle. Also, at the end you have to deal with Taboo himself. But again, with enough practice, it'll get easier.
Let Leo fuck you cause that's a fool's honor. I'm walking toting on 2 llamas.
Now, this Killjoy is from a game I played recently, Bart vs. the Space Mutants. If you've seen my playthrough or my recent review of the game, then you know how bad this is. One of this kind of level was later on in the game, but this is the first level. Cut me a break. With stupid bullshit tasks like spray painting, healing enemies with irregular patterns, weapons that don't help at all, and being killed in 2 hits, all adds up to a lot of pent-up hate. The only reason this is so low is because I played it on an emulator. If I actually played it on an NES, it would be in the top 5. But emulator or not, it's still shit.
Let Leo fuck you cause that's a fool's honor. I'm walking toting on 2 llamas.
I really don't like Sonic Colors, and because it uses these wisp powers all the time. So, how can it be worse? How about updating Pacific Stage, making it longer, using the same wisp all the damn time? Yeah, Planet Wisp with Sonic Generations is so fucking annoying and one of the worst stages in the game. You have to use the same kind of wisp all the time, it's pretty long, and don't get me started with the missions in that stage. You know what, let's just move on and get the rest of the list done with.
Let Leo fuck you cause that's a fool's honor. I'm walking toting on 2 llamas.
Now, this Killjoy is a special case, where it involves God himself in the Simpsons game. The point is that God is the cause of all the trauma and destruction in Springfield, so in order to restore it, they have to beat him in Dance Dance Revolution. Oh boy. You're supposed to correspond to the right arrows to defeat all the enemies in the game and destroy all of God's consoles. The problem is that the more the fight goes on, the faster he goes. And if you make only 3 or 4 mistakes, you'll fail. Shut the fuck up, Nelson Muntz. Now, the more practice you get, the easier this boss is going to be. but it's gonna take a lot of lives away from you in order to do that. Well, at least this game has infinite lives.
And let Leah fuck you cause that's a fool's honor. I'm walking toting on 2 llamas. You niggas.
Now, in the Sonic Adventure series, there's only one main flaw with it. The treasure hunting. I know some people like this gameplay style, but I don't. Treasure hunting segments take way too long, especially if you don't know where the ammo shards are. It does give you sort of a radar, but you know what would have been better? A fucking map. Why don't you just put in this radar fighting bullshit? And it's possibly even worse in Sonic Adventure 2, where it gives you only vague hints on where the shards are, and the radar only goes off for one specific shard at a time, which takes even longer. And the worst part is that in some cases you also have water physics against you. Fuck! And instead it's like Mad Space, the hints are scrambled. Are you trying to piss me off? You know what? The Master Ammo can go fuck itself. There's too much trouble to even bother.
And let Leah fuck you cause that's a fool's honor. I'm walking toting on 2 llamas. You niggas.
Super Mario Galaxy. It's a pretty good game and doesn't have many frustrating moments. But there is one exception. Those fucking sling pods. In this bonus galaxy, you only have 1 star to collect. But this is one of the hardest stars to collect in the game. You have to launch yourself from sling pod to sling pod. But if you make 1 slip up, it's the black hole for you, and I only beat this twice. Really. That's it. Damn it all! The problem is that you sling yourself onto a specific part of the sling pod, or you're gonna fall. But it's very hard to aim the sling pod to the correct area. You have to be perfect, or this mission will show no forgiveness. Get ready for your lives to be drained.
And let Leah fuck you cause that's a fool's honor. I'm walking toting on 2 llamas. You niggas.
I'm getting straight to the point. I hate this stupid ass dinosaur. I know he's the first boss of the game and say whatever you want about my gaming skills, but I never got past this guy. This purple dotted dipshit always gave me hell. Before you even get to the boss, I had to chase him through the woods and catch him. But that's nowhere near as bad as the fight. No matter how many items I have, or how much HP I have, I always die because of him. All he does is soak up damage like a sponge and does a cheap shot to kill you. This boss wasn't just a killjoy for beating. He ruined the entire game for me. Besides, the only way you could possibly beat him is to spend hours defeating regular enemies to increase your HP and get more power-ups. But easy for you or not, I don't like him.
And let Leah fuck you cause that's a fool's honor. I'm walking toting on 2 llamas. You niggas.
Sonic 2006 is a special case of a bad Sonic game, like Sonic Labyrinth or Sonic Boom. There's a lot of things to bitch on. The stages, the glitches, the enemies, Princess Elise. But one thing always bugs me. Silver. Now I know why Silver is so hated among the fanbase and why he's not outside spin-off games. Silver is the worst out of the 3 main characters in the game. He has a really dumb backstory that basically adds up to
Must be here to save the future!
And the worst thing about him is his boss fight with Sonic and Shadow. You have to homely attack him at a certain time when he's picking up objects to throw at you. If he's not doing that, he'll grab you as soon as you come close and throw you. But if it happens near a wall, it can go on forever. And if you perform the homing attack too many times in a row, he'll grab you, throw into the air, grab you again, throw you again with no rings, and you die. It's even worse in the fight with Shadow, because even if you homing attack him once, just once, you still don't have enough time to get away unless you homing attack away from him, which isn't easy. I'm sorry to say this, Silver, but you suck.
And let Leah fuck you cause that's a fool's honor. I'm walking toting on 2 llamas. You niggas.
Bowser's Inside Story is probably one of the best RPGs I've ever played. But since it's a list of video game killjoys, something is going to drag it down. What, you may ask? Well, it's this bitch. This boss has many similarities to Krakow. They're annoying, the fight is long, and they can take a lot of damage. The reason why Alpha Queen is higher because of the fact that this thing has irregular patterns. And destroying one of these things is nearly impossible. You're gonna hear Mamma Mia 1,000 times before you either give up or win out of desperation. In fact, these two bosses are so bad that they ruin any chance of me playing another Mario RPG game ever again. Mamma Mia. Now, before I get to number 1, here are some dishonorable mentions.
I'm up at midnight, I'm dipping off in my knees like a gun on a metal piece. I've been this, I fist to my wrist side. I'm lurking, serving all pussies who lack a purpose. I got 'em filled up with frizzack like Miss I get you all recite. I'm looking, lurking on bitches, twerking for service. The bitches bagging some burger. I'm yelling, screaming, and cursing. I'm a top tag team for 2 summers. Live and let live, fuck you cuz that's a fool's honor. I'm walking, toting on 2 llamas. You niggas ass and trash.
This Killjoy is a special case of awful. The worst of the worst. It is so bad that it mentally scarred my video game psyche. And that Killjoy came from Mario Strikers Charged. I have to warn you guys, this is a very intense sports game. Usually a Mario sports game is very lenient when it comes to difficulty, but this game shows no mercy and it will make sure that it completely humiliates you. The first cup isn't too hard, but as the game goes on, it will. That's right, I'm talking about the Strikers Cup. They will do whatever it takes to beat you down. Your opponent will have the best items, the best shots, and if you have the ball, you will be murdered out there. And the worst out of the Strikers Cup is Petey Piranha. This thing, along with its teammates, takes soccer way, way too seriously. They will use everything I said earlier to beat you, including their strikes and mega strikes. By the way, the mega strikes P delivers are always 5 or 6 fast shots at a time. You're bound to miss. No matter how good I get, this tournament always gives me hell. In fact, it's so bad that I simply can't play the game again due to frustration. For all these reasons, this is the biggest killjoy I've ever faced, and ruined a pretty decent game. If you beat this cup, then good for you. You can do with this game a little better than I can. But at least I know why many characters in this game do this. Again, this is why the Strikers Cup is my biggest video game killjoy. Now if you excuse me, I want to play Super Smash Bros. On Wii U to calm down. This is WeTeen2only saying, have a good day.